Hey, Jeremy, I'm about to do you like they wanted to do you on the show.
All right, we're back on.
We back on.
Yeah.
Oh, you hung up on him?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, fuck that bitch on the.
Oh,
Now back to regular schedule program. We had a.
I had a side side topic.
Is it on that bitch with the Dennis?
Yeah. No.
Then keep the shit up.
No.
Okay,
it's
so
a topic.
next. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. And then next. Oh, you trying to run shit?
Moving right along.
You don't want to talk about it.
Okay, calm down. Anyway, next, man is fined $124 after he went to the beach and sat down. He got him a burger and fries, and a seagull ate his burger.
Hey, I got.
So he got up and kicked the seagull, and the seagull limped off and couldn't fly away. And the white person told on him, he got fined $124 for a federal violation of kicking the seagull. I hope that single ass.
You know why I'm laughing so hard?
You did that shit. You ain't shit. You kicking birds.
No, I went to
Don't admit to it on
in
air.
high school. I had on this puff coat. Oh, baby, I want this motherfucker so bad. Got it. It's at lunchtime. We eat. What? Anyway, feed my fries in the back in the basketball court, and it was hella seagulls start coming. When the seagull shit it right on my shoulder.
Like the birds.
What?
The birds.
Yeah, shit on my shoulder. I got so pissed off. I walked across the street to the store, got some Pacelsa packets, came back, went to the line, got some chili cheese fries, put the motherfuckers in there, threw them in the middle of the thing, let the motherfuckers fly around and eat all on them. You know, they swallow that shit soon as they eat it. Swallowed it, take off, you see this birds and feathers and guts flying everywhere.
You the fucked up motherfucker.
I was laughing like a motherfucker.
That's how you
shitting the
think
shit
you
on
know
me.
that's
rights
murder.
to people.
You give a fuck?
When did you get out?
Yesterday, nigga. That's why she wasn't here last week.
We fuck up animals. Shit.
All right.
I'm fucking up animals. You shit on me? I'm
Man,
gonna
you shit it
fuck
on
you
me
up.
and on top of that,
You know how many
Ruin
dogs
my
I done fucked up for biting or growling at me?
I don't fuck with
Oh,
dogs.
shit. Everything.
I like that.
If I feed you and take care of you, Cats, and
Dogs,
I'm gonna
cats.
fuck you up.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
give a
get
fuck
jobs.
if a white person looking or not.
A white person.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
fuck
they care more. They
that.
care more about dogs than shit than
Oh,
niggas.
shit.
They care more about their dogs than their kids.
They wake up.
These motherfuckers.
I don't give a fuck. You
Stay
shit
woke.
on me or something, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Georgia cop is suspended
I think I heard.
after liking racist KKK Facebook post.
Oh, ain't that about a bitch?
The post that he liked said, "Are you upset about the BLM (Black Lives Matter) being in Georgia?" Owens, a KKK member, wrote in a Facebook post in July 2016, "You like to sit back and watch yet another city destroyed by these mongrels.
Shut my finger off.
Our state, Georgia, with the crap going on. Take a stand, save our land, join the clan."
What was he on duty?
No,
Give a fuck
shit-
if he
shit
was
shouldn't
like
happen.
he's suspended. What you mean?
For
Shit
what?
shouldn't happen.
There's no such thing.
He's not on duty.
Speech.
This motherfucker
He ain't
likes
gonna do his job
the
right.
clan.
You know,
Look here.
He's not on duty.
But this motherfucker's a nigga that's
So you want to wait for him to do something wrong on duty?
Hold on. I'm not saying that it's right or nothing. But what you do outside of your
No,
job,
no.
should-
No, because the
What?
lawyer that went off on the Mexican chick at the thing in New York lost his job.
I know what you're talking about inside the
Yeah, he
sandwich
went
store.
off on
Well,
speak,
that's totally
speak
different.
English.
He
We're
went.
not-
figure.
That's
but
totally different.
He wasn't on the clock.
That's totally different.
He
He
hit
went
nobody.
off publicly. He went off publicly. This dude
That
is like
liking
KKK
something
public.
on
So,
Facebook
he-
is public.
Facebook-
he went like he just hit some likes. That's
I
all.
mean, that's public.
I kind of get what he's saying on that. Like, how many times have you liked something?
On
You gonna agree
accident.
with this motherfucker?
No, this is what I'm gonna say. How many times have you liked something that was on Facebook that morally we know was wrong, but we kind of found it like
I'm petty. This motherfucker protecting himself.
Don't matter. You just like the little retarded kid I had on there. You liked it. So what if your job came back and said, "Oh no, I'm sorry, the special
You got
needs,
the
the little
fire,
quirky
baby. I
ass."
said, already got me fired. Just tell everybody that I ain't qualified.
So your job
We
came
can
to
shit
you
up.
and said, "Hey, we're gonna fire you because you like little quirky, whatever it was."
But if you're in specific roles, like police officers, they're on call. That's on the clock.
Yeah, fuck you.
How is that on the clock? If he's off,
It's certain positions, just like, if you're a politician, if you're a lawyer, if you're in certain positions, that no matter what you're doing at any time, it
certain
reflects
things
on
not okay.
what your job is.
apparently not, because Trump was paying a chick to pee on her, and ain't shit happened to him yet.
Trump is in office. That's
Exactly on the clock.
Where you work again? God, so motherfucker. My goddamn case. He ain't saying that shit.
Trump was on the
You
clock
won't
getting
be
peed
off the
on,
clock.
and ain't nothing happened to him.
We had a commenter said, but what
R.
you
Kelly.
do off the clock affects your job.
Yeah, nigga.
If you get a DUI off the
He
clock,
can't
and you
say
a
none of that
truck
shit
driver,
because he ain't telling
you lose
nobody
your
where he
job.
works.
Because you're a truck
you ain't
driver.
here?
You need
Hey,
your
but
license.
it's what you do off the clock, nigga.
You need your license.
It's hard out here for a nigga with no job.
Justin?
Tommy.
Just, if you
Tommy
get,
ain't here no more. He at work.
yeah.
He got a job. Where he work at?
Trying to
He
find
own
out how to make
franchise.
some ribs.
He own franchises.
He do?
Oh.
He got no job, Tommy.
Tommy.
All right. So have you ever wanted to quit, but you're scared to talk to your boss about quitting?
No.
Nope.
Now you can with the company called Exit. People aspiring to never set foot in their workplace again can pay $450 to Exit to help them quit their full-time job.
Shit. Give
Oh,
me 200.
shit. I'll take it for half.
Give me 200.
Let me write your letters.
Hey, y'all seen the,
Hey,
the
Justin
quit
should have did
videos?
that from that last quit.
That's
he
what I'm
did.
doing. The singing one, having
Yeah, the
singing.
singing
Yeah, I'm
I
going
quit
out in
right.
style when I quit.
Justin CC'd the whole company on his last
Motherfucker,
quit.
goddamn shit. They fuck
Oh
all
yeah,
of
I
us.
remember that shit.
And I
But
snitched
let me
on
wait. What was the name? What was your position and what kind of job was
That
that?
nigga was frontline cook at Pizza Hut.
No.
no,
Last
no.
one
This
quit
nigga-
at the shelter.
No,
You
this
talking about the
nigga
one I
was
went profile?
the
Telling
crisis.
niggas.
What's his name? Who the fuck
Well, I was
him?
the counselor for the bitches that got better.
The suicide.
You said the battered bitches.
He said he
No,
hope you run out of gas.
Huh?
He said he hope you run out of gas.
Why?
Why?
Anyway, fuck Jeremy. We're not reading what this motherfucker
Yeah, let's
said.
just ignore
That was
that.
the
Okay.
crisis battered bitch
Battered
niggas. So this is why I got fired. First of all,
'Cause he ain't getting
You supposed to
fucked
meet-
up to the job.
yeah, you supposed to meet these bitches around the corner from somebody on their battered.
I thought we
Yeah,
was
I
cutting
thought
down
we
on the
knew it.
bitches.
You're
Yeah,
supposed to meet these battered females
Okay.
and we know a few.
when they running from the abusers.
We know one. Don't.
Though you could be now scared of the motherfuckers come cut us off right now.
Oops.
Try to get my ass. No, so you're supposed to meet these hoes females around the corner from the facility. But this is my thing. I'm a big motherfucker. Now, what if you run from a nigga? He got the gun or some shit.
Oh,
Now, he gonna shoot me thinking I'm with this scary bitch. Scary female. Now I'm getting shot up because her and her kids ran over here. But how I got in trouble was I had told this bitch.
Bruh,
I mean-
be easy.
Give me your phone.
Right.
Give me your phone. We need to delete some comments, and you can only get to yours because you got the thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
You talking shit on my thing?
He's posting names.
That's
Yeah,
funny,
ain't funny.
bruh. That's not fun.
Yeah, you're not on the show anymore. So listen, anyway, this thing really got fired. But
How you get fired on your day off?
anyway, fuck you. Cancel that nigga picture and everything. So she walked in the office and she was talking to me and she was getting smart and shit. And I looked at her and I said, bitch, I understand why you get your ass whipped. So
You
she
didn't
told
tell me that.
She was supposed to tell.
Yeah, she needed to tell.
Yeah.
But man, fuck that bitch. That bitch,
Really?
lady. Fuck that lady.
Can I ask you something real quick? Is this situation under control?
You
We
got
have a disgruntled
Employee, yeah.
He can't get in. They wouldn't even let us in.
Hey, you can tell.
You
You can tell HR too, motherfucker. I'm the
one of
VP
the
and the
three.
president. Oh yeah, block that nigga.
Why would you do that? Not for my thing, blocking for yours.
Oh,
I don't know how to do it.
Give it here.
This motherfucker lost his mind, and you ain't on wrong,
Oops.
motherfucker.
You keep that in your whole life.
Yeah, bitch ass.
You see that last comment?
Bitch ass. You want your life, man? Fuck them bitch ass life. Like, you ain't doing
We're gonna have target practice.
Okay, so the
Anyways,
next,
So
I had a
okay,
couple,
wait. Let me talk about the topic that I had wanted to discuss. So I have a
Did you get
friend.
permission?
Fuck the permission. I have a friend.
Let me know when you finish when we get to the dear Toya.
Okay, it's real quick. So
Bless you.
her mother-in-law and her sister-in-law asked to take their kids to Great America, and she said, her and her husband said, no, that's not a good idea.
Wait, say that again.
So my friend's mother-in-law and sister-in-law asked her and her husband if they could take their 3 and 5-year-olds to Great America. She said that's not a good idea. Her husband agreed. No, I don't want them doing that. So they said, okay, well, we'll take your kids for the day, but we're going to take them somewhere else. And they said, we're going to end up taking them to the museum, a children's museum. Okay. Then they text the husband and say, hey, we need your kids' birth certificates.
Wait, hold.
The day they picked them up.
I mean, excuse me. Ain't no, you don't need no birth certificate no more.
Not a no museum, not a one, right?
You need that for flights.
They
passports.
Exactly. So
go ahead.
So he said, text my wife. And she said, well, what do you guys need a birth certificate for? And they said, oh, well, we're trying to get free passes to the museum for the kids, so we wanted birth certificates. Well, it turns out they just came up with this big old lie to take the kids to Great America without the parents knowing. So
what do they need the birth certificate?
Because Great America has this program now, 3 to 5-year-olds getting free for a year if you have their birth certificate.
Okay.
So then they text the husband and say, okay, well, we wanted the birth certificates because we were taking your kids to Great America even though you told us not to. And then they text the wife right after that and say, hey, I can't believe your husband didn't tell you. We already told him. So
they played the
husband and wife against each other and told their kids to lie to them about going.
Okay, so what's the question?
Who is this again?
A friend of mine.
The grandparents?
It's the mother-in-law and sister-in-law. So it's like if it was it's the grandmother. It's the dad's mom and sister.
Right, but it's the dad's mom.
Right.
So
it's bad. Next.
you just lost visitation rights.
Yes.
That's what I said. But he said, he said if I told him my kids couldn't go somewhere, he would take them and I'd have to get over it.
So you're talking about so you just exposed yourself.
Yeah. No. You thought it was
No. It didn't have nothing to do with us.
You tell me where they take these motherfuckers off that.
You can tell someone where they can and cannot take your children.
Go ahead.
Why do you think?
Let me do it this way. I just found out a couple months back that I'm pregnant. Ever since I told my boyfriend, he acts like his right to name the baby whatever he pleases. And if I don't like it, tough crap. He's the man. Then he says, yes, I want you to like the name, but I have no say what it is. Then acts like he didn't say any of that, and I'm the one that is mean.
Use your finger.
He wanted to name the baby after him, but our relationship isn't the greatest. So I turned that away. And I'm trying to stay my ground, and I just feel like he's trying to control me and make me feel like I have no right to name my baby.
Huh? That's the story?
Yeah.
Okay, so say it again.
So basically she was pregnant. The boyfriend says, hey, I'm going to name the baby, and you can deal with it or not.
How?
Yeah.
Exactly, because
How?
Legally the mother has the final say.
They're not married.
Is she scared of an ass whooping? Because that's probably
that could be.
Hey, I mean that could be a possibility.
But why can't he name the kid?
I mean, you can. Why can't you guys sit down together and
right? It
should be. That's
but
ideal.
You do have it to where sometimes it's just.
He should have been more careful who he was fucking though too.
But then you have some females who be in a relationship, are even married, and they more so say what the child.
But legally,
but that's what I'm saying. That's why he should have been more careful who he was fucking.
Right, because legally the mother has the rights to name the child.
Y'all not married.
Even if you are, it doesn't matter.
No, that does matter. That does matter.
It doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Oh, we'll see.
Yes, it does.
But who can name the baby?
Yeah.
I mean, but who can and who can't? I mean,
I think the parents should have a discussion and come up with names that they like.
They should, right?
Together.
Okay,
from what I'm understanding, she's not even feeling the whole situation. I mean, he's not even feeling the whole situation of entertaining her, having no say.
She should have kept her legs closed.
That's true.
So he's married?
Because it's both of them. He should have watched out who he was with, and they should have came to some terms.
But I'm saying what I'm trying to figure out is what's the difference
between the mother saying they have the rights and the father.
Exactly.
Legally, the mother has the rights.
Because,
that's the difference.
Y'all women, y'all different because for us it's important. It's important for men.
You growing this day.
I understand that, but I wouldn't be growing something if he didn't help me conceive.
Exactly.
How you figure you got all the rights?
You don't have all the rights, but legally, when they come in the room to ask you what the baby's name is, they don't care what the daddy says.
If the daddy's sitting there, they do.
My husband's been there every time, and they didn't care what he said.
What do you mean they don't care what he said?
Well, we ain't never had no argument about the baby's name when we were in the hospital. But I'm saying,
I
like,
was
they
like, wait a
asked the
minute.
mom, "What do you want to name the child?"
They didn't just. They
They
asked
come,
me.
no, they come in and be like,
They
"What do you
asked me
guys?
everything.
Did you guys
Name
come
your
up on a
boys?
name?
Yeah,
Did you guys figure
I
out a
named
name
everyone
yet?
but Brandon.
But did you
And
have
then if
any
you don't-
issues
Now
with
you
the
mad
mom
'cause
having
you was left
pushback?
out?
No, I named all my sons but Brandon.
I think
Yeah, why can't
no,
you name the boys and they name the
They're
girls?
all, they all start with names.
no, it's not that. It's she's saying she don't have a
hands.
choice, right?
I'm saying who don't have a choice.
The person, the writer.
Keep your hands
Yeah,
to
she's
yourself.
saying it's not that she doesn't have a choice. She's saying she feels like he's telling her pretty much that this is what the name's going to be, but then she's feeling, but telling her she does have a choice. But when she
So
brings
she
something
asking
up,
for
it's-
advice on how
What's
to
wrong with
move
that?
forward and say, "Hey, I want to get my point of view
Yeah,
across."
I mean,
and
how
get
do you
Just
how do you-
obey.
Are they? Yeah.
What do you mean just
Obey.
obey? That's not how that works.
Obey. It's in the Bible.
It is.
Obey.
It's one of the Deuteronomy
No.
regulations.
For a husband and wife.
2 syllables.
It's obey your wife, obey your husband. But
So they do your part. But
if
them
we just
motherfuckers ain't
fucking,
married, yeah.
right?
They going to
Just
hell
fucking,
anyway.
that's-
Obey.
You know, that's
Personally,
I
I
don't
think
know,
they need to have a
sweetheart.
conversation.
they gonna have
To
So
to.
say-
you wasn't personally speaking?
No, I'm saying personally, she needs to have a conversation
Come
with
together,
the
have some
baby's
tea,
father
some
and
cookies, and
talk
some
about it. They need to go together. Get on my nerves. Right?
You said
Yeah.
personally?
Those
I'm
sound
looking
They
at you,
should've
but I
been
can't
did
do
that,
nothing
though.
see
That
his
should've
face
been
like
one of the
right
first
over
thing
his
they
shoulder,
talking
looking
about
at talking shit.
when they
What?
decided to have when she knew she was pregnant. What we gonna name this child? And if
You
it
know your
was
big
been,
ass
if it would
is
have been a problem, they should have been like, hey, I don't like this name. I'm not agreeing with this name. We need to come up with
That's
something.
true, but everyone
Or,
doesn't
That's
think
in
that
the-
way. Some females feel intimidated by some males, just like some males feel intimidated or feel cornered or
Speaking of
trapped
that,
by
she
some
can't make
females.
those. He can't make her do it. So I don't know
That's
why
true.
she
I have a
feeling
question.
intimidated.
A good beating.
I
I
mean,
have a question. We was talking about this.
Slap him.
Speaking of
I
ass
can't. You
whoopings,
closer.
speaking of ass whoopings, I have a
My
question.
hand will bounce off.
Is it ever okay to hit a female?
Can we
No.
finish these topics?
It all depends.
You don't.
Well,
switch
it
No,
up.
that went into it
Not
because I know y'all
topic.
gonna get heavy with this one. So.
Oh yeah.
So is it ever
We
okay to
ain't
hit a
finished the
female?
topic yet.
Did she
though.
hit you first?
Listen,
That's the
Did
question.
she hit you
Listen,
first?
That's
That's
You
the
can.
question.
Listen,
You
Listen.
man
Remember
enough
what
to
I
hit
said
you,
a
you
few
man enough
weeks
to get
back?
knocked out.
about the young man that was sitting outside the girlfriend caught, even though he did get caught with his dick in the dirt, he got caught cheating. But it's the point. She sat there and drilled on this man for about 5 to 7 minutes. And, everyone was just standing around just looking. No one jumped in and tried to tell her, hey, don't do that or
So he did
nothing.
that.
And he turned around and cold cocked her ass. And it was like,
It's
oh,
not
wait,
cold
that's a
cock if
female.
She been drilling on him for that long. Though.
Exactly. But it's like, oh, that's a female. What are you doing? But where the fuck was y'all just standing here watching her while she just jumped on this man for about 17 minutes? So he just knocked her ass in the next week. Now it's a problem.
but is there a point like
Keep your fucking hands to
you
yourself.
can knock them out and all that?
So-
No, I didn't say do that, but you can get them off. You can twist their arm, or
But you can
shove
punch
her.
them like,
No,
like rice?
I think
Did
if
she
a
bust you in
female's
your head with a
hitting
bottle
you,
or a plate or a skillet?
if she hitting you full force, you hit her ass back full force.
You can get her up off you. I mean, I don't say a
It
man needs to
depends.
use
You
their
know what?
full power to do so because
Why?
men are
It's
stronger.
Why?
It's-
We're
You can
equal.
restrain her. You
And
can
I
hold
mean,
her, you can
a man
grab
can
her.
do what a
I've
woman can
been
do,
hit.
a woman can
I've
do,
been
a man
hit
can do.
plenty of times by females, and I chose not to hit them. You can. We're stronger than the average man is stronger than the average woman. But everybody needs to keep their hands to themselves. If you don't, not every man feel like I do.
You got to
Not
get
every
calls.
man feel like I
We'll
do.
beat your ass.
So if you hit this man, you gotta expect to be hit back. If
This
you
is
put
true.
your hands on somebody, you
For
gotta
every action,
expect.
there's a
Mama said
reaction.
you
That's pretty much
bleed.
how it go.
This bitch bleed just like you.
And I
It's
think
law.
I
I
think-
mean, but that don't mean, you know what I'm saying? You got some cats that run around this motherfucker with their chest poked out. Thinking that
Whooping
they
all
men.
bitches.
But you
And
know
they
what?
jumping on females. Or
Okay,
they
so
trying to
if
intimidate
a female
but
has
won't
not
have
hit
male.
a male, is it okay for a
Hold
male?
on,
Fuck
hold on.
no. That's
Hold
what
on.
I'm talking about.
That-
That's what I'm getting
That's
at.
a question then. That's a question.
Because if
So
she
the question
hit
is,
hit her ass.
is there anything she could say that automatically she get her ass whooped?
Ooh.
No, but check this out.
Wait,
Oh yeah, it's a
Hold on,
few
hold on. What you
things.
gotta say?
Nah,
Before you
it's
say
a
that,
few things. You tell
I-
me
I-
that my
Let me
child.
say this real quick before we get to that.
I want to jump on what Meso said. If you just keep the rule, a person don't put their hands on another person.
This is
Don't
true.
try to
I
make
don't
it.
care how mad
Don't-
you are.
don't try to make it a gender thing.
You can go from here to there. I can
Just
call
a
you
person.
A
every day.
humanity
Just-
thing.
just
Yourself
another
and your
to
butt
just
watching
respect
myself in
each
mine.
other.
That's just it. If it get too hot to where you guys can't, you know what I'm saying, if you can't sit there and dish it, take
Not
all
even
this
if y'all in a
dishes.
relationship. You know, some females just run up on niggas.
Yeah, I know a bunch. I'm from Detroit now. It's a
Oh, you
lot
from
of
Detroit?
females that
He's
run.
from
You don't
Detroit,
say.
he said.
It's a lot of females that run up on brothers swinging Wit.
Is that what the D is in that?
Wit. Yeah, it's
I thought it was for
Is her name Lucretia?
it's a lot of females. Now I'll bring some females here that'll whip your ass.
Hey, is her name Lucretia?
It's her name Lucretia.
I ain't opposed to
It's a whole bunch
Well,
of females that
well,
need that
hey,
and don't mind fighting.
And then there's Samoans.
Oh, them big
shit.
them some niggas.
Oh, you know what?
I set one here on fire one day.
You know what you get when you get a Samoan and a nigga?
What is that?
Samoan niggas.
You still
Hey,
no, but you know, is there something
you
that just
ever been arrested?
is there something that a female can say that will get you?
sound like
Every
germs,
person is different. For me,
We are.
for me, if a female flat out tell me that I've been taking care of my son and it's not my son and she knew,
Oh,
I'm blowing her mouth out. Flat out.
Beating her ass.
I'm beating her ass like a man.
So
I don't know.
Okay,
Everybody
now
know
what if
me.
you find out?
she said
what
she
if you
slept
find
with
out
one
you
of your
got a
brothers
kid
or
you didn't
something.
know about?
I'm thinking
I mean, you can't be mad at that.
Why you can't?
Well, not.
She
Just
knew.
can't be.
Because-
She made that choice. That was my fault.
Oh,
I
you
should have
saying by your
stayed
wife?
in her life.
No, not by your wife. I'm saying say he finds out he got a kid that's like 20.
Yeah.
You can't be mad at that? You
Why-
can't be mad that you
why
missed
would I
20
say?
years of your child's
Why would I
life?
be mad at that? If I wanted her in my life, I shouldn't have been fucking her without no protection.
No.
What?
Damn.
So
I
you
fucked her
would-
without protection, and she got
She's
married.
not-
Hold on, but
You're
you're not. She's on the same page as me. You're not. I don't think you're on the same page.
Why?
as me.
I am on the same
No,
page.
that's okay.
I just got a brother the same way. My
So-
father knew nothing about it.
And you don't think your father has a right to be mad?
Yeah, but why?
Well,
He
okay,
had
okay,
because he's
unprotected sex.
fucking.
Is it gonna
He's
change
fucking.
anything?
No,
And there's no
it
agreement
doesn't
that you're going to be
change
telling
anything,
about
but-
the kid and
So
that.
it's
Because
wasting
you ain't got a
energy.
relationship.
Why be mad? It's already done.
Why does it
Okay,
always
so
have
you
to be
have
y'all don't have a
children.
relationship?
If you
it doesn't
miss-
matter.
you
You have
know
a
what
relationship enough to want to
relationship
stick
you
your
have with
dick
your
in
children.
But
somebody's
she didn't
That's not
tell.
the
ears.
point.
She didn't tell the man.
I'm
So
human.
how is he going to be?
You're
You're
mad?
gonna be upset, yes.
But not upset
You
like
wouldn't
that.
be
Not
upset
upset
that you have
about
a
hits.
child. Like, damn, I didn't miss 20 years out this child's life.
Yeah, I'd be
I-
upset
this
about it,
person
but
don't
not
like
to the
that.
point where I'm
You
gonna
knew?
swing on them.
I'm gonna get over it.
Okay,
when I
yes.
let my
You
pants
ain't
back.
gonna swing.
Why would I?
You don't
It was-
fucking count. I know
Every
I'm
time
looking
you
at
have unprotected sex, there's a chance that you're gonna have a baby. So if I'm having sex with her and I have unprotected sex with her for a one night stand and wasn't planning on it, and she pop up 20 years later, I'm gonna be mad. She might not
What
even
about
know who
12?
the daddy was. She might have had several unprotected
I'm
sexes.
reading
So
it too.
Mom,
What about
he
14
look
years
just
later?
like him. Look at his toes.
I ain't gonna blow her mouth out of. I'm gonna be upset that I missed my child's life.
That was the purpose
That was
of
the question.
That's what
Be
No, I know
upset about it, but I ain't
I'm
gonna.
saying, like,
I know
you
somebody.
get
Let me tell you this
mad,
story.
you be upset.
Let me tell you this
Yeah,
story. So,
I think
I don't give a fuck.
Maybe.
I liked her.
So,
If
so
he cute.
this man found out he was the father by DNA from.
Someone said hug her
Ancestry.com.
because you got out of paying child support.
Hey,
Yeah, no, this man he found out he was the father by Ancestry.com. She had linked up to his family.
One of the commenters said you hug her because you got
I
her
said
paying
that
child
already.
support.
You-
No, that's a blessing.
Yo,
No, he found out from Ancestry.com. She took the test and she linked up to all his family, and she was always a play cousin. And his sister was actually her godmother to the kids, to her kids. And she found out that they were more than just play cousins. That
they were siblings.
the godmother to her kids'
Was her
brother was her daddy.
back in the day, they used to do that all the time. Grandma would be taking care of the kid and
Terrell.
talking about it's my daughter, and it wasn't it's their grandbaby.
Yeah, Terrell Owens. She found that out. And
Auntie Mama.
his daddy,
Right.
Terrell Owens. His daddy was living across the street from him. He liking his sister, not knowing that's his sister. They lived directly across the street from each other.
That's grimy.
Then one day, the mama come home. They go, your daddy across
Well,
the
it was a different generation back then. It wasn't acceptable like it is now for women to have kids at a young age.
But do you think
So
it's
they
gotten
would give
better
it
or
to the
worse?
grandparents.
I
No,
think
they can
As
have
far
kids at
as
a young age.
acceptance.
They just had to be married.
no, not as far as
Right.
acceptance, but just as in general, back then compared to now. I personally feel like it's gotten worse, a
As
whole
far as
lot
what?
worse. As far as people, young age, old age, whatever, they didn't have Facebook to snitch. As far as people having children and not, like how you said, Terrell Owens lived across the street from his dad and his sister and was liking his sister. You got people nowadays who, men have 15, 16 kids running around
Yeah.
here. And you got kids, they growing up in the same cities and they going to high schools eventually or junior high and they find themselves liking their sibling, not knowing that this
Right.
they sibling. You know,
Ancestry is
and
a
that shit is that's
Well,
like
I come
that's
from a big
sickening.
family, and they got my family flat out tell each other, "You be careful, 'cause
Oh,
we
and
everywhere.
the same
You
family I'm
must not
talking
have a
about.
little retarded baby."
The
Yes.
same family I'm talking about.
You wondering why your cut
He
coming out
found
like
one of the people in
that?
that family found out that they was fucking their cousin,
Ugh.
and he got her pregnant, but they had ended up having a
They
baby.
didn't find out until after the ancestry.
The baby had
No,
all
this
kinds
wasn't
of
no
stuff. Breathing
ancestry.
in their
Well,
phone.
They had went down to the
That's
But that's so.
no, they had went down to the family reunion. Come to
So-
find out their first cousins.
So,
Oh, you know, it's fuck-
if you found out that you was fucking your cousin, stop.
we already got a break. We're going to
Say
hell
no.
already.
Answer say no.
Right.
Pussy good?
They know how to make it
I
in this
think-
family.
No, I think you would be at that point. You'd probably be grossed out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's
Hold on,
like
time out.
no,
You done
that's
fuck
like
this bitch, you ate her ass. Shit,
no,
whatever.
that's like getting some good tacos and you think them tacos is beef,
Is
and then
they-
all of a sudden you
Is they
find out
second
that
or third
beef.
cousins though?
No,
I
that's
know.
First cousin.
Like
First cousin?
See,
Your
First
mama's-
cousins,
your
no.
mama's sister's baby.
third
uh-uh.
cousins.
Okay, I got a question. Is your stepdad's niece your cousin?
Stepdad's niece?
No,
No, how?
So you can
your
fuck him.
stepdaddy ain't your real daddy.
not
Y'all ain't
my
got no blood
It's
relation.
blood.
So y'all
But
can-
it's supposed to be a
y'all can fuck
respect
y'all
thing.
cousins.
No, y'all
You
not
can
supposed
fuck
to
your
do that.
stepdaddy kids and it'd be all right.
But you're not
Not
supposed to.
not
But you get back
morally.
at, you get back at him for fucking
No,
your
that's
mama.
still
I
no.
poisoned mine with my mama boyfriend. Might as
Quit
well
saying
fucking
that on
start.
air, fool.
Might as well fucking start it.
Bitch, you fuck my mama, I'm gonna fuck Shirley.
All right.
Fuck your daughter, you fucking my mama. Huh?
Motherfucker, we all
You
bust
both
dust
better
around
be
here.
daddy.
I'm gonna YouTube that motherfucker too. Look at your daughter. She's nasty.
You said shit nasty.
I wrote all over this bitch face.
We all know who's
She
Crayola.
said word.
Glow in the
Girl.
dark.
She said
Turn the lights on
pearl
black
necklace.
light.
I got a baby sitting right now.
Huh?
No.
She got my kids all over her face.
Oh, you stupid.
Is that twins on your eye? That's a nasty motherfucker.
That's
I'm
true.
from a big family. You got to know with us.
Well, who all y'all family? Y'all all
You
look
got
like
to
your daddy?
know.
Do y'all have reunions regularly?
Oh, I seen this one.
Yeah, a
I
lot
wanted
more,
to
but
read.
we grew up real close together, so
That's good.
What's your next one?
Okay, this is based off a true story. So basically, it was a couple were together for 5 years and they have 2 kids together. They break up. The guy moves out. He gives her $900 a month for her kids, pays her car insurance.
they his kids, right?
They got
kids.
2 kids together. Yes,
They're
So
kids.
They're his. So he pays the car insurance. I mean, the insurance continues to pay her cell phone and her car insurance. He takes the kids every other weekend, but on the weekend she was supposed to keep them, she decided she wanted to go out with her friends, and so she told him he had to keep the kids because things he didn't do, he refused because he had to go to work the next day. So she get mad at him and she said, I bet when I put your ass on child support, you'll keep me in.
But would
So-
she get less on child support?
Hold on. So
Depends.
with that being said, the following Monday he goes and puts himself on child support.
How much you gotta pay?
So because he got tired of the threats or whatever, the judge only told him he had to pay $500 for both kids.
Ooh. And you don't gotta pay that insurance.
Look, so he stopped paying her car insurance and her cell phone. She feels that he should give her the extra $400 because he chose to put
Wow.
himself on child support,
Nope.
and
She lost out.
and he said it's only giving him. It was only given through a court order. In your opinion, who's wrong?
She's
was.
wrong.
That bitch.
She was.
That's what she gets for being
That's what she
greedy
get,
and being
yeah.
conniving and telling
Exactly.
him that she was gonna do that to him.
Snap.
You threaten a bull long enough, guess what?
This motherfucker can make me say something. I'm gonna leave it alone.
No, just ignore him. Stop
Go ahead.
reading his comments.
You about to read? Oh, right, yeah, fuck him.
She's
So-
wrong in that situation.
I felt the same way. I kind of feel like he's going up and beyond. Not only is he
That's,
$900
that's
did
like
for
the
years.
women
car
that like
insurance.
to use the kids
For years.
as like a ploy against the man, you know?
And what about how about the kids? Because this is what it's for.
No, fuck it.
Why does it always become personal in between the mom and the dad? That's what
Right.
happened.
Because at the end of the day,
And
I mean, at the end of the day, the
about
mom and dad
what's
is what's
really
taking care of
important.
you.
But I
Yes.
guarantee you, if somebody's giving that much money, taking care of her insurance and her cell phone bill, he ain't gonna have no
Both her
problem going and
insurance,
taking his kids and getting their clothes and everything like that. It's
But
just,
not just that. I just feel like it was just flat out just selfish.
I got a
Like this
question.
man is telling you, I have work tomorrow,
I
so
gotta
I
work.
can't keep
the
the
money,
kids.
that 900 I'm giving you, I
Yeah,
gotta go make it.
Yeah, you know,
Right.
exactly. And
That
then
cell
not just
phone
the
bill,
900,
that
your cell
insurance
phone,
bill,
your
that
car
was on
insurance,
him.
and your health insurance. Like, come on.
greedy
I have to
bitch.
go to work in the morning,
That's
and you want me
greedy.
to watch the kids so you can go out and fucking shake your
Lousy
ass with your
hoe.
friends?
Speaking
Come
of
on now.
greedy bitches.
Uh-oh. What
Yeah,
greedy
that's
bitch?
This nigga here.
he went on a cruise.
Similar. No, how much do it take to raise a kid between 18? Like, how much you think it costs?
What?
It varies.
Yeah, but
It
it's-
depends on where
you
you
can't
live.
give a specific amount.
Right.
On how
A
much.
Pacific?
He said, "How much do you think it's gonna cost?"
She said
She said
Pacific Ocean.
No, we're trying to
No,
find
I
out the Atlantic
said
amount.
Pacific.
We
Pacific, girl.
Pacific.
want the Atlantic
My bad.
amount.
I didn't hear that part. My mind went elsewhere. I'm like, wait, what?
She said you can't give a Pacific amount.
Where did you go? To the university.
That banana, that go bananas, you done went.
I need another.
Wait, what did you say?
I got a little
I took it to the
I
university.
share mine.
So the university.
It varies. It depends on where you live, what you're doing with the child.
That's the average.
What do you
What?
think?
How much is
Average?
it?
220 to 33,000.
Per nigga? Them
No,
some white kids.
them white. That's
Yeah,
white
yeah,
statistics
yeah.
right
Nigga,
there.
my mama
No,
ain't
but
made
just
it
like
more
you
than
said,
12,000 a year.
What was the question?
How much
I
it
mean,
cost?
from
How much
birth
it
to-
costs to raise a
18?
kid to the 18 years?
It says
That's about right.
Oh,
200,000? You ain't
to
even
about
made that.
18?
How much is your kid?
My kid is 12. You got to think about braces alone. The first round of braces was $5,200 itself.
So
Y'all
you
think
spend-
that if you
you
got your
spending
child in
$400,000
sports,
between both your kids in 18 years?
Um,
Hell,
no,
motherfucker,
that
no.
average
Probably
might
do.
that average probably drops with multiples because you got things like with my kids, they don't have to get new. My second and third don't have to get new clothes.
Yeah,
every
'cause
you
year.
make all their
I'm about to say,
clothes.
hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. You don't even fuck
Hold on,
me
what's
now,
that
right
shirt
now.
Yeah, I mean they can
What's
pay
that
me
shirt
now.
called?
That's my point.
The
You don't
Cosby
have
Show
to
shirt?
recycle, reduce, and
You
reuse.
did all their
Reduce,
clothes.
reuse, recycle.
Betrayal.
Yeah,
Watch
that's
your
Jordan
footprint,
Betrayal.
guys. Your carbon footprint.
See,
Nigga, them
no,
shits.
I'm talking about brand new clothes, and then
Why
it
my
depends on
sleeve
like
up here?
shoes that you always buy.
You
You
got
know,
kids in
educational
sports,
things,
you got
clothes.
all
I would
That's
say
true.
sports. You
Sports,
got
yeah.
dental.
Gymnastics.
You got different.
$200,000. Kids, man, fuck them kids.
But that's an
But it
18.
comes
I
and goes. That's
understand
about
why my
an
daddy
18-year
ran.
But
process. though.
divide 200,000 by 18 years, and you can see how much it is yearly.
A
Oh,
lot.
do it real quick.
It ain't that. No.
Yeah, see, that was, you
Kids
should
ain't
have sit up
much.
there and fucked their
No, hold on.
Yeah,
Kids
not
ain't
much.
that
Not that
Because
much.
you niggas ain't even making that
Hold
much.
on. How much is it? How much is it?
How much did you say it was?
It's two public school education.
It's
233?
14,000 annually. They're saying.
14,000. These
14,000.
motherfuckers ain't making that much.
That's
Per kid.
No, it's 12.94 thousand.
Per kid.
So it's 13,000. That ain't
Per kid.
no. You ain't
It
spending
depends on what you doing.
$13,000. Actually, it does depend because if you think
Yeah.
about
You
it,
spend
if
about-
Buy for my son $5,200 for his braces. The
no,
first
but
round,
if you
it's
think
two
about like
stages.
Bay
Yeah,
Area
yeah,
people, if you gotta go like
And that don't even
no, but I mean
include
like
Disneyland.
daycare is expensive,
That don't include
Daycare.
Disneyland.
right? No, but daycare now is hella
The
expensive.
people
You
at my
could spend
job pay
$900 a month on
$700
daycare.
a week on daycare.
Shit.
At my
$1,800 a
job,
month.
They're in the Bay. They're in the Bay.
You
$700
know,
a
I
week.
read a story. There was these two
1800 a month.
ladies. What they did, you know, they single.
Girl, where you at? I watch it.
How much you paying?
I watch it.
1800 a month.
I watched them niggas. I ain't like it.
Nigga, you don't even like it.
Girl,
I said, nigga, you don't even
I
like
get
I
everything.
it.
watch them all.
Hey,
Hey, they
Homeschool.
be saying nigga and bitch.
Hey, your kids ain't saying
That's
nigga and bitch.
everywhere.
Look how they turned out okay. When I went to high school, look, I watched them motherfuckers. I ain't getting no $1,800. Marsha, you owe me, motherfucker. How much they say?
Marsha, you owe me
It's $800.
$1,000. Me, so you owe me child support.
Nigga, you owe me back child support, nigga. Watching these things. Y'all, you ain't say, well, he watching pussy and shit already on the phone and shit. I don't know. That's their fault.
You know what I'm saying? He got an 18-year-old
Okay.
friend. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's
See,
swinging on poles.
he didn't spend that extra on the private school, so now they watching
Well,
kids on phone.
Personally,
Hey,
I'm
so
glad
go
you
through
know
that.
all that stuff. That's better than
That's better than the private school lesson.
What?
Guaranteed.
Get the boys.
Watching
sitting
that
in front of-
ass.
Oh, yeah.
That ain't Ninja Turtle. That's ass.
I think child abuse is a ground for ass abuse. So you'll get ride down on your kid with the belt buckle on his face or some shit.
Or if you see her,
What?
if she turning a blind eye to her nigga being a pedophile,
What?
Yeah.
that's grounds for
Oh,
getting
come
her.
on.
How
they
we
all-
get back on
Oh, she always
Huh?
go back to her.
Ass beat, that's death. All of them died. That's everybody died.
everybody die
Her
for what?
mama died.
For what? For
If-
whooping your kid?
Not her mama.
Huh?
With a belt buckle.
If her husband is molesting my
Oh,
child,
no. I
does she
said
know
ass
about
whooping. I didn't know.
Oh,
How we get on the couch?
speaking of that, real quick.
That's what she just said. She said if your man is molesting your child and you turn a blind eye to it, I'm killing all of them. They all dying. I'm gonna kill her mama for having her.
You
I'm
gonna
gonna kill her
I'm gonna
mama.
kill her mama for having her.
Thinking about busting
For real. Killing everybody.
Speaking of not child molestation,
Swallowing her.
but speaking of whooping kids and shit,
Oh.
is it okay for the step parent to beat the kid?
It depends on
It's
the
never
relationship.
okay for anyone to beat a kid. Beat?
Or,
You didn't say
Yes.
whoop. You said beat.
beat and whoop is the same thing.
It's
No,
not
it's
the
not.
same.
Tomatoes,
It's
tomatoes.
Two different things. Nope.
Nah,
That's the difference between a
No.
whooping with a switch and a belt buckle. Nigga,
No.
this-
It depends. I don't
That is-
beat my
what you
kids
saying, Dre?
because
That's what you
I give them whoopings,
To
but
me,
I don't
whooping
beat
and
them.
an ass whooping is the same thing.
Let
Yeah,
us
whooping
say
ass,
that.
whooping beating is the same thing.
Beat is abuse.
Nigga, look at Michael Jackson.
Who's saying?
That nigga is
Beat
acceptable
is
ass.
abuse, nigga.
Who's saying?
By definition, Google. Brandon,
about-
How
our
about
he's
how
our
about if a
intern
kid?
Google concierge.
Okay, how about if a kid says my daddy beats me instead of my daddy whoops me? Which one would sound more,
Which one gonna get you locked up, nigga?
Right?
Actually, they
Not
gonna
beating.
get you
Beating
locked
sounds
up.
like
So do I beat you or whoop you?
what?
It still don't
I
feel the
don't give a
same.
fuck what word it
No.
is. You don't whoop, you getting your ass
A
whooped.
beat.
If I beat your ass,
Give a fuck about how you say it.
Okay, let me backhand you right now, and then let me get a belt buckle.
Is there some unacceptable tools to whoop ass? Like,
You
is a
can't
switching
use
cord still
cords.
acceptable?
No.
Man, fuck
That
no.
shit was never acceptable.
I was
And I
saying,
got
switch
whipped by them
cords.
motherfuckers plenty of
Man.
Is
times.
a switch acceptable?
My
No.
auntie
A
tore
switch
my
should
ass
not
up.
be acceptable, but that's what we got beat with.
Nigga, switches change lives.
What is a switch?
No, they don't.
A stick.
Them
How the
niggas
fuck
freaking
we
give
get on
enough.
child?
Look, we used to get beat by everything. I done been beat by
Ashtray.
Man, anything
Somebody
my mama
say,
could grab.
motherfucker.
Anything my mama could grab.
Don't read it.
Shoot, my mama used to make sure that her handle on her purse detached.
So she could
Whoop my
unsnap it
ass
and beat you
anyway.
with it. See, Mexican
Love
mamas
your
like
mama.
to use the chancla. That's the sandal. They take their shoe off and hit you with it.
But they don't whip them
Roll over,
motherfuckers
roll
enough.
Ooh.
Mexican mamas. Them Mexican kids
Some
be
of 'em.
bad as hell in the
Some
goddamn
of 'em.
store.
No, I know some of them that be in line. The
12
ones that
years
don't
old in a
use you in
goddamn
line.
stroller,
Okay.
Nigga, 12.
running around hollering and
Jorge,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Push me
Hey
faster.
Diego,
in a
Hold
goddamn
on,
prom dress.
let's get a
With
an
a cowboy
outside.
hat on.
Ask Diego
There's
how old he
somebody
was when he
wearing
got out
cowboy
the stroller.
Nigga, that nigga still ride stroller.
He was stuck in the stroller.
You know, because they treat their Mexican niggas different. The Mexican mamas be treating their sons right.
Yeah.
They got respect for their sons. We don't got all that.
Yeah, look.
Hey, Diego, real quick. What age was you out of the stroller?
Out of the stroller?
Yes,
Yeah.
what age did you get out of the
Eight.
stroller?
Push me faster, SA.
Probably like 6.
6.
6.
Yeah.
You walking
Yeah,
out
your ass with your feet dragging all around this
of
motherfucker.
Push me faster, SA.
Yo, your
Hold on,
Mexican
were
be
you
spoiled,
stupid?
huh?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
saying.
Hold on,
They good
you
parents.
know what though? Time out.
Hey.
I've never seen a girl in the stroller as
Huh,
big as
them
the
bitches
boys.
got to walk.
Hey, Holmes, where's my bottle, Holmes?
Listen, hey, my
You mean
homegirl,
that bad?
her mom,
Leche,
her
Holmes.
mom to this day still cook all the kids that live there breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She get up
That's what
at
you're supposed
3 in
to
the
do.
morning and she'll start making
Oh,
lunch,
shit,
I cook my
making
kids
breakfast.
Diego,
Five
did you
in the
get your
morning, every
tortillas
morning,
made
like,
fresh?
I'm not gonna lie.
Did you get your tortillas made fresh?
What you say,
Yeah,
motherfucker?
at that age.
No.
No, only on special occasions.
Cyanide on
Birthday,
By
side.
the
you
time
said?
she done cooking breakfast and getting everybody out of school, she cleaning up, sit down for an hour or two, and then she start making lunch.
She did teach us.
Fuck you.
Nigga, I be wondering, like, who taught her how to be a homemaker? She'll have dinner ready till 8. Nigga. I be like,
No, they eat at
Mama
7.
Mac,
I said, what you need for dinner? Shit, I don't know. Shit, I gotta take
Mac
some
Mac
out.
Mama.
Nigga, she's
Mac
a
Mama
terrible
taught.
homemaker, nigga. I don't know how my mama got this. Yeah, I don't
We ain't related. I don't know you.
know.
You.
Good. They talk about the Gucci
Jeremy going crazy.
Oh no, we didn't even talk about that on air.
Oh,
Oh, speaking of
we
which,
were going to talk about masturbating.
I can't even see this.
speaking of which, you better back up. What you say?
I said Jeremy going crazy.
We're not worried about
Yeah,
that.
we don't
Okay.
ignore
We ain't
that.
worried about that
We don't
old
know.
cast member. He's bitter.
He's a disgruntled employee.
That's what happened.
Ex-employee.
That's what happened when he told me give my life.
Come back and shoot.
Yeah, that's what happened when your ass.
Okay,
ain't
so
on
on the
show no
note
more.
of masturbation.
You are so desperate. to talk
Yes.
about food.
No,
Yeah.
because he's
Fucking
trying to cut me
yourself.
off.
Wash your hands.
I know.
I don't.
And I almost brought
masturbate.
chips and
That's
dip
the
to this
thing.
motherfucker.
I feel like it's
Is that
different. I feel like it's different for males and females.
Is
For
that
males
cream
just
soda?
hanging out, and that's less germs. They don't have to worry about
But
all
why-
the
Hold on,
germs.
They
some,
got
Females-
sweat.
some females
They
coochie
got-
lips be hanging.
No, but germs.
Whoa.
That's not normal.
Like a pterodactyl.
like an Arby's sandwich.
Or like
Man,
wait,
That's
like
a blown out pussy versus a normal vagina.
Hey, like that video you sent me earlier, they
that
get
was singing.
the
See?
coochie lips is backwards.
This is why you can't have regular conversations with these
So-
fools.
What?
Now,
He said roast beef.
Roast beef.
He said like a flat tire. Who did
Nigga,
a flat tire?
Arby's sandwich, nigga. Double
I
stuff.
don't
I can't even
understand
say for once.
how
Thick lips.
if you don't even know how to please yourself, how can you expect somebody else to please?
Say it
That
again.
was
I don't
my
think,
question that I was
they heard
asking.
you.
No, the reason why I was saying that was because I mean, yeah, you are married, whatever the case may be, but it's the point of
You don't ever just masturbate and let them watch?
this man always cutting somebody off.
This motherfucker here, he was an advocate for fucking
Because everything
himself.
you do
I
is
was about
all
to say-
that.
I don't understand.
I was saying like to understand what you like, you have to explore those buttons. So you telling me the only way you understood what you like was to have someone else explore it for you?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
told you. Well,
I
shit,
see-
you
Cheated
nicked you
yourself.
choked in a motherfucker.
I got time. But anyway,
No, it ain't no time.
it's too late.
No,
You
No,
tell
it
me
ain't
that.
never too late.
No, it's not too late.
No, but I still feel like
Go
it's
home
not.
tonight.
And
No.
flick that
I will
motherfucker.
not. I will
Yeah.
not.
Listen.
But
Fuck yourself.
maybe
Fuck
someday.
yourself.
Go home and flick the man in the boat.
How is it? Why is it a man on the boat though?
I don't know why they call it the man.
Who,
on the
I
boat.
don't. I've never heard that.
No, it
term,
was from
so-
Denise said. Remember she said find the man in the boat. So all the old hoes used to say it all the time.
Yeah.
Find a man on the boat.
Yeah, remember that
Yeah,
song?
that's what they
Before
call
you
a
stick it.
women's
You
clitoris.
got to.
The man on the boat.
Before you stick it.
Oh,
Oh, I did hear that song.
Now, what's that? Y'all seen the old broad on the video with the glitter red suit on? I was like, you got to feel it.
Oh, you talking
She was,
about,
squeezing
Millie
all over
Jackson.
everybody's dick?
Millie
Hey.
Jackson.
Man, she'd have got her ass beat.
But she didn't.
Remember niggas trying to fuck Big Mouth
I don't
Millie?
give a fuck. My nigga was sitting next to me, letting her squeeze. Talking about she
Okay,
got to feel it.
that
Okay, you gonna
bitch ass
feel
beat.
something.
See, that's when you don't keep your hands to yourself.
Oh,
But
you
she
talking
in
about-
concert
you
though.
talking
She
about the
walking up
concert?
to motherfuckers in the concert like,
Millie Jackson is a legend. They want her to
Let me
feel
see
them
me.
niggas. Ain't nothing.
and they sitting up there laughing,
My
opening
bad,
their
But
fam.
how many of them?
nigga.
No, how many? Yeah, I was gonna say how many of them was like, "Oh, she touched my man."
And you know she
Right.
could be that. Millie said you ain't had no goddamn dick.
Nigga,
Oh.
look,
Did
if
she
I
say
was,
that?
if Janet Jackson would have called me up on stage like she did
Today
on
Janet
board,
or
nigga,
Like
it could be
Any
today,
Janet.
any Janet.
Miss Nasty.
Miss Jackson.
Janet started to
Yeah.
look like Gina when she had that allergic reaction.
Hey, she is hella bitch. No, she
Yeah.
looked like
With
off
that
of
face.
she looked like the black Wizard of Oz, the lion.
You
So
stupid, nigga.
she looked like the big ass cowardly lion. Her
Old
face
boy
was hella
was
fat.
on Janet crying on stage when he had her tied up. He was like,
That was Janet hairstyle.
"Nigga, I
I
don't
mean, he ain't
care.
want no pussy.
I don't care. Let her pull
She
me
ain't
up
picking
on
no
that
real
motherfucker."
nigga. That's what I'm saying. She ain't picking no real nigga. We get up out the motherfucking ties, nigga.
Oh, I ain't trying to get up out, but hey,
Shit, nigga. You gonna,
she would have
bitch, you gonna
felt.
fuck.
She definitely would have felt the wet spot.
You
on
gonna
the
fuck
floor.
between Les Wade a while and Miss Jackson. You gonna-
What have you done for me lately?
Shit, bitch, you gonna give me on rape charges on stage.
Oh, what?
Rape charges.
You don't want
say.
them.
You raped Miss Jackson on stage. That bitch was playing with you.
She shouldn't have touched me like that.
She said Miss Jackson if I was nasty.
Bitch, I called that
He
bitch what?
called her McJackson.
How did you go your whole adolescence without touching yourself?
He was a big one.
I don't feel like I don't feel like girls do that as adolescents.
What?
That's a boy thing. As soon as y'all
What?
figure out, I feel like
You're
But you
talking
didn't
for yourself.
masturbate either?
no. Listen,
When did you start?
After I realized that it was a tingle
What you cut on,
sensation
some,
down
About what age?
Some Shirley
I just
Murdoch.
said about 2021.
About 20.
That's
so
like-
I'm in a group that is it's a TMI group.
Do you
that
masturbate?
most of
Hold
them
on, time
didn't
out.
start
Do you
until their
masturbate?
20s.
Well, how the fuck we get on me? What was you saying?
I'm not
I said
talking
I'm in a
about
TMI group that most of them didn't start until their 20s.
There's nothing wrong
Most
with it.
females didn't
I
don't
don't
start
I don't
masturbating
feel like
until
there's
they're
nothing wrong with
adults because that's when they
Well,
learn.
they
You
wait.
realize that there's a sensation.
They wait
grew
till
up
they
around
get-
a lot of
different.
hoes.
No, they,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you did. Okay, but
Yeah.
yeah,
You grew
went
up in
to-
Detroit.
because they got that whole 50s and 60s to fuck themselves, so they trying to get it in.
Right.
Regular niggas.
When you can't get it up, then I'll figure it out.
Shit, nigga,
Now,
it's
when
by
you can't
Agra,
get it up,
it's
I'm
pumps
gonna
and
catch the
everything
mail
now.
boy that's bringing me my
Nobody gonna fuck your old
newspaper.
ass to 60.
It's watermelon
You don't
juice.
get it
I mean,
motherfucker.
the little youngster gonna be something. Man, you see Miss Lexus over there? God damn, she makes some good ass muffins.
It's in braids.
I guess it is different from men.
Hey, Miss Jackson.
Because men start masturbating at what, 9, 10?
And probably earlier than that.
Man,
That's when the
Nigga,
showers
soon
get
as
longer.
soon as
That's
my
when
shit
you know.
went boing, oh no, what is this?
no, that's not true because males get erections as
Nigga, you a man? How you talking about the
No, males. I have
I was gonna say, I know when my dick fell. I mean, what you talking about?
males get erections as babies.
Yeah.
It starts as babies.
That's
so
why they
it's
be
not-
trying to piss on you?
Probably because it's pointing up.
Orange Kelly.
The kids are
No, they ain't pissed on me. I've been
This
pissed
nigga
on
kept his hand in his diaper.
My son slept with his
Oh, you was
hand like
jacking
Oh,
off?
yeah, I slept with it.
Remember?
That's how he went to sleep.
my son.
That
Oh,
nigga
Comfortable.
slept with his hand in his diaper.
was you rubbing? You
No, I heard about
nasty
you.
little baby
I
What
child.
about you lawful?
My
You
It
son
don't
was
want
just,
no problem.
slept-
that, it just felt like
Well, I
that
used
was
to tell
what
my
it was
youngest when
supposed
I'm
to be.
changing his diaper to put
It's
his
a
hands
comfort
up.
zone.
Yeah, you
No, I don't
know.
have
I
no
do
problem with
No,
like when
well,
he's woke, he
he's-
don't. But when
he's
he sleep,
one.
his hand used
They
to
give
always
something
be
to
in
your
his
belly
like.
button.
No,
Except
he's
for
walked
like
out
a
in the
hand
living room when my oldest was like 2 or 3, and he was sitting there, and he's like, "Get your hand out your drawers."
This
Well,
nigga-
But
call
you
them
know,
man
I feel like
bears.
you shouldn't shame them. You should teach them that, hey, you do this in
No,
private.
no, it's certain places that you do the shit.
That's what I just said.
Okay, Betty
Didn't I
Crocker.
just say you should
No,
teach
you ain't
them
finna
this
be
in private?
naked in the house, you know, because niggas like little light skinned kids. So I gotta tell them motherfuckers early. Get your ass in the room, put some clothes on. Before your granddaddy come in.
Oops.
I'm funny. Tell the person shit.
Yeah, I guess it's different for fellas because, like
No,
I said,
yeah, it
the
is.
teenage years,
Y'all
I
experience.
had
Y'all
to
see
hire-
something. Y'all
I had to
want
buy all wash rags.
Because you had a whole bunch of hard ones in here.
All boys in the house. So
Feel like
teenage
you was
years,
walking up
Everybody
the concrete.
had-
Everybody
their
had
own
socks that
rag.
would stand on their own.
it was never socks. It was always the wash rags be disappearing. So now everybody got their own color wash rags. You use the blue, you use the brown, it's your black. Them yours.
So you
Your
gotta
wash
get
rag
checked. What's
crunchy,
yours?
you know.
That motherfucker standing up in the corner. Hey. But like you said, you
You
don't
make a
shame them.
CP
It's
with
a
that
part of
shit.
life.
No, but I feel like you shouldn't shame them. You should
No,
tell them,
you
hey,
shouldn't.
this is something you do in private, on your own. That's what you do.
So you can be talking about masturbation.
Nah, and that ain't.
What
no,
age
but
do you
I've
start
told
talking about it?
I've told my kids
That's the
when I
question
see
I
them,
wanna
if
know.
they're sitting on
What?
the couch
Hold on, because your
with their
kid is
hands in
almost
their
grown.
drawers,
What the
I
fuck
tell
you
them.
mean? Because
I
my
mean-
kid,
Take yourself in a
shit,
room.
He's just 12.
But don't
Yeah,
tell
but
them
He
that
got,
either.
he got a
No,
whole
I've
fucking
told-
mustache like
I
At
told
younger
my
age,
oldest,
when
no,
you
I
get a-
told my
got
oldest,
hair
he
growing
just
this arm.
turned 6. I
You
told
turn
him,
into the whole cologne
Did
thing.
y'all
go in
talk-
the room.
do
You
they
don't
got
do
sex
that
ed
in
at
front of
school?
people.
They have
That's
sex ed.
it.
They started
Okay.
sex ed at school at 5th grade. They now
How
it's
old are they in
like
5th
it's
grade now.
they they started at 5th grade in elementary. They have it to where now when your kid comes home at the beginning of the school year, the first 2 weeks, you're going to get a paper that they're going to bring home. You're going to read about sex education. Like 5th grade is just knowing what you have,
Right.
and then the next year it's going to be what you have versus what we have. You know what male has versus what females have. Then the next grade is going to be when those two touch.
I
you
remember
know,
when my hair
when you
first
get
came
these
in, I saw
sparks
this
and
ugly
when this
bitch.
starts happening.
Let her test the
No, but
dairy
that's
shit
good.
when
They
first
should
came in
start
downstairs.
early.
But I felt like that's just, to me, that's too fucking early.
No,
5th
but-
grade, no.
I think they should start
What do you mean
early
it's too
because
early? You need
kids
to know.
get
That's
curious.
elementary. That's the last year elementary. Don't
No,
fucking
but-
bring that
No,
up.
No, but-
because I
I'm
know
about
a dude
6th,
who had a
7th
kid. I know a dude who had a kid in 6th grade.
Yeah,
It was fucking
yeah.
at the age of 2.
But that's
What's
the
name,
no,
brother?
Yeah,
Yes.
don't, you don't gotta say that. But there's a. I think if you start teaching kids early about their own bodies,
Show them what a
I didn't say
is.
own bodies.
but you said 6th grade they teach
Show
them
them all the
about what
beauty
you
they
do
possess
with it.
inside.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you teach them in 5th grade
Give
that there's
them the
nothing to
strength.
be ashamed of, this is your body, this is what you
To
do
make it
with
easy.
it.
I mean, but you're supposed to do
Let the
that from the
children
time that
relax.
your child is old enough to
But not
understand, hey,
everybody
you got
is
to
doing that.
behave.
Some people,
My kids know since the age of 1, hey, you have man berries. Mommy
right?
has woman berries. No one can touch your man berries, you know, like shit like that. You don't
But
play
not
swords with
everybody
man
does
berries.
that.
Those type of things.
Not everybody does that. Not everybody talks to their kids
Such a
about
child.
your own personal boundaries, your
Because
personal
you're great
stuff.
ass.
Great ass.
Slap him, backhand this nigga.
I decided long ago.
Never to walk.
Next subject, motherfucker.
She
Don't
talking about
start.
some. We gotta teach them. Yeah.
You do.
I mean, as long as they know what their body is and they
But
already
the
know that they own personal space, don't let no one
The problem
touch
is,
you.
not
X, Y,
everybody
Z.
says that. Not
I don't
everybody has
agree.
that conversation
You don't?
with people.
I don't agree.
What do
do you
you
think?
agree
But I
with?
do agree.
Shut up.
I'm gonna tell you why. No, seriously. So because of this society nowadays, I think it's important that you have to. Because you're going, if you don't do it, somebody's going to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But but this is not a conversation that should be had with a child. So I blame the society,
I feel like they're pushing it on
how
them.
they're pushing.
I get you.
Yes,
You know what I
that's
mean?
my
So
point.
I wish that we were in a time where
Ian, time out.
I agree.
That's why you
Niggas'
talk to your
grandmamas
own
was
child.
fucking at 13,
But
14.
yeah, but even after the
not at
fact,
this
no,
rate.
that's our
Yes, it
grandparents.
was.
That's a difference.
Niggas,
That's our
how you
grandparents. My
think
grandmother had my mom at the age of 15.
Exactly.
I
What
get
you
that.
talking about? What you mean?
But-
That shit changed.
But
No,
do you
it
feel
has
like had they
changed.
Hold on.
When you
Time out.
talk to your-
Hormones has been the same then as it is now.
But when they know what the fuck hormones is, that's where it's a boundary there.
The
You know,
motherfuckers
now they
know.
know.
They knew
Oh,
that
okay.
syphilis
My
was looking
dick,
good.
excuse me, my Manberry is standing up, so I know. Hey, you know, I have this.
But if
This
you teach
tingle
it, no, but
feeling.
if you teach a child, hey, at this age, you're gonna feel
You
a
can't
different
say that it's at a
sensation.
certain age because they develop.
Yeah, but
differently.
you got,
They
that's when they
explore
start
differently.
teaching them about
But
protection.
as long as they
and
know
shit.
what it is,
Then we don't have as many people coming up with kids at young ages because they're already.
They've
giving them
been
condoms.
fucking early since before Christ. What y'all talking about?
We know that.
What we trying to change it now for? We didn't know they did
We're not
it.
trying to
We
change.
just
We're
give
not
them the
making
tools.
now we're trying to say
discussion.
at what point they're like you're saying, like our grandparents, you know, saying had our
Yeah,
parents at the
that's
age of
fucking-
15.
Last
But to
year.
avoid that,
Sister.
like our grandparents, even back then, they wasn't talking about what they call it back then, whoopee.
They weren't educated.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
They
why
weren't
you look at me?
educated on
Hold on, they
that.
was
Like y'all know what the
They
fuck
was
they was
hoes
saying.
way back then too.
But
But
they,
I'm
it's,
saying though,
but they
even
weren't
back then they was
educated.
sneaking around doing the do.
You in charge of those, right?
Back then.
Yeah. Yes, I'm in charge of the whole.
leading them hoes.
I'm honest. So now
I
my
feel like
hoes
if you're
is
more
like-
open with your children and you talk
But you
more
have
openly
to be
with them,
because they friends
they
are
won't
talking
have to
about
go out and
Okay,
express.
they gonna
so
learn
They
on
won't
that
feel
note,
pressure to do it. That's my point.
on that note,
So
what
you
is
gonna
the
delay it
cutoff
and never-
for being nude in front of your child?
I'm not denying it. What you mean,
If
nude?
you're teaching your child about body anatomy and all
What
of that,
about it?
what is the cutoff for being nude in
That
front of
means
your
big.
child?
What do you mean when you say nude? Do you mean like?
I mean, butt
draws
ass
and-
naked, my nigga.
Oh yeah, no, I don't do those. I don't do those. But my house
What's
is
the
the new
cutoff
house,
age
meaning
for that?
draws,
5'6".
draws, t-shirts.
Is it
socks.
now okay? So is the cutoff age different for a male versus a female?
What do you
Because
mean?
in the Bible, it
5 or
was
6
natural.
period.
Depending on if
5
you
or
got
6
your
period.
Johnson just swinging all through your motherfucking boxers and your 7-year-old like, Daddy, what's? Yeah, that's not cool.
This is a blessing.
No, it's not.
We'll get one of these one day. First
You
one.
see what your mama do with this motherfucker.
I just stress mine out.
You know
Man.
what I'm saying? This is not cool.
Hey, you took you here. Come here and watch one day.
Oh no!
That's
What's his name?
See,
Said,
that's
what's his
awful.
name? Hold on.
What
Wendy,
is-
Like that is
Wendy
like-
said she was fucking. Wendy Williams said she was fucking. and
Wendy
her
Williams
son-
is like 7.
Hold on. She said her
was
son walked in. She was like, "Oh well." She kept going.
That's because she was doing
You said
him.
nasty.
Yeah, she said no. She said she kept going. Like, get your ass up. You see something
Wendy
now?
Williams.
She said her
I mean,
legs,
shit.
them nasty looking ass legs. Y'all seen her? Wendy
Window.
Williams.
That's-
with the
that's
bathing
That's
suit
Window
on,
Williams.
Window.
with the bathing suit on, nigga, with them old ass knees and shit in the air. Wendy Williams.
She probably wasn't
Window?
old back then
Window?
when he walked in.
Yeah, with them goddamn. Nah, this was recent. I heard.
But shit, she got
Okay,
kids young. She don't even look like her
That's
fucking
what you
two
call
super
it.
deuce heads.
Ex-
Ooh.
Yeah, look, Cool J X.
Eric Sermon.
Oh yeah, he was fucking that bitch.
He's fucking
Ain't
Wendy
that the one that
Williams?
did I Love Music?
Ooh,
Eric Sermon?
Eric Sermon. Yeah,
you bullshit, right?
yeah. He fucked with it.
He kind of looked like Eric Sermon.
He said that on Black TV. Bitch. You look like you lost $100.
Oh, can't pay for that.
So,
It's gonna be like
Belly
Diamond
don't flow.
Dash.
hey,
Instead of
real quick
Studio
before we get out of
Dash.
here, I have a question.
Okay.
Because I was talking about this with some bitches at work.
With some
And,
females at work.
These some
Right.
bitches I really-
Oh,
Okay, so is it important for the development of the child to learn, to navigate his life through bullying? Like, is
What
bullying
do you
essential in the development of a child?
Wait.
I believe it is.
Okay,
Hold on,
wait.
wait. Stop. You need to go in a little more depth than just is it essential?
So
There's
Very.
different types of bullying.
Hold on.
too.
Wait,
I think that
wait.
bullying is essential for a
You
child.
say bullying.
Because
What do
you
mean?
were the
Wait,
bully.
Hold
No,
on.
listen, actually,
Yes,
I
you
Hold on,
were.
Ashley, hold
No,
on.
I was.
We'll
the-
never get out of here. Hold on.
Here we
What do you mean?
I'm
What do
saying-
you mean?
hold on.
Bullying is essential for the development of a child because they know where they stand on the food chain. You know if you can talk shit or if you need to shut the fuck up. You know if you need help or if you need to learn how to fight.
And
But what
think-
happens with those who can't?
Then they lost. Like
But then
life.
that's why it's
But they're gonna lose in life.
Survival of
It's
the
not
fittest.
cool.
Okay,
Yes.
so we need
But
to-
this is a cold world.
That ain't
No,
like
we need the
capping
input of
sessions.
someone
That's
that
not capping
wasn't the
sessions.
bully.
That's
Bully.
not.
I was not a bully.
You were a bully.
That's a fucking
I was a
lie.
little
If you
bit of-
talk
Bitch, shut
shit,
up.
You know what I'm saying?
if you talk shit about everybody and you have people crying when they leave the
Because
bus,
I was talented,
You're
but I was not a bully.
that's not talent, nigga. You was a fucking
You're a
bully.
bully.
I was not. Y'all fuck
You
y'all.
were
Y'all wasn't
a
there.
bully.
Motherfucking ass.
Who
Their mama should have
was
told them.
there?
I mean, look here.
I
What
was
I'm saying
there.
is-
You were a bully.
What I'm saying, I think it's
I
essential.
sure be glad when I see
Sure.
everybody have children and see what their children want to say. But go ahead.
Hey
Man,
man.
fuck them kids. But
No,
what I'm saying
that's
is,
because you don't got nothing right now. But it's for those who ain't got nothing, those who
overrated.
do
It's
got something,
overrated.
ain't
You said it's
with yet.
$250,000. Raise yourself. I don't want
No,
that.
I'm just reading
Oh.
comments too.
Yeah, put that in the bank account and
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to
try for about a month.
Yeah, no, but I think as growing up, I thought it was essential. I had some big bitches as bullies growing up, and I had to learn how
The
to
bitch you
fight.
stole that sneaker for?
I beat that bitch ass though. She
Damn.
dead now. She dead now.
She did?
Yeah.
Which one?
Damn.
Damn, you got bullied by how many? She said which one?
Because there were sisters.
Yeah, big
There was
bitch.
2 of them.
The oldest one was.
Oh,
Damn her soul to hell.
Rasputin.
you ain't
No.
cool, blood. Like she's
Bitch.
gone.
And I
Rasputin.
sound like that bitch in death.
Was it Rasputin?
Look at y'all. It lasted.
I ate mine about 2 cups ago.
Unlike
Oh, but
your
it's not the
husband.
You
delicious part.
stupid nigga.
I
What
didn't
you
get one.
He said, I'm like your husband.
You ate.
You talking to me?
Oh, my
You
husband?
talking?
No, he lasted.
It lasted.
That's why I didn't need to masturbate.
I hear you.
But you still.
I hear you.
Who knows? Maybe when he goes into the service.
Oh,
Ain't got nothing to do with it.
he gonna be in the army.
No.
You gotta
Your
find
kids still
it
watch
traceable.
Air Force.
Marines.
But he gonna be gone for months at a
Y'all
time.
missing out on shit though. You could be tying him up and masturbating in front of him, have him going crazy.
Don't nobody like
Oh.
that. That's
like
pineapple.
kidnapping.
Pineapple. Banana
baby.
smoothie.
That's not.
That's
You
Meso.
should be
I'm a
masturbating.
creep.
for your-
Wait, Marshall, look.
Meso.
I'm a bona fide creep. You make me feel like my creep ain't creep.
It
You
ain't.
like you on
me
some
so.
other shit.
No,
It
you
ain't.
on
you
some
a
Dungeons
bona
and
Dragons
fide.
type
You
shit.
a bona
hold
fide
on,
freak.
fellas.
He's a bona fide freak.
First
There's
of all,
a difference.
fellas.
Freak.
So,
No,
fellas,
I'm a creep.
ain't no chick ever asked y'all
He's
to
a weirdo.
masturbate in front of them?
Nigga, they ain't gotta ask.
This motherfucker.
Bitch, you about to get a preview.
All the time. All the
Please
time.
make sure
Women
my
love to
babies
see
are in
men
bed.
masturbate,
There
and
you
men
go.
love to
I'm a
see women
female.
masturbate.
You gonna tell me what
I don't love to
see?
see men
Okay,
masturbate.
I'm not saying all. Can't answer for
So
all.
you
said
just
women
said
say.
women love to
A
see
lot
men
of
masturbate. You
women.
got
How
two
about
on the
that?
panel
How
that
about
A lot of women
Well,
in
you got
Detroit
three.
like
You got 3 dudes who.
How many? Okay.
I'm gonna throw my dick out. Like the bitch, you see this? Preview.
You
want
got
the real
3
thing?
dudes who've been asked to masturbate for their women.
You ain't gonna
Somebody
black
please
out?
call
I don't got no dick
Yeah,
to jack
please.
off,
I mean,
motherfucker.
Please,
I was
please,
cussing.
ladies.
You ain't caught
If you
shit.
watching the show, ladies, right now, tune in. Do you like to see your man masturbate or not? And
Jeremy,
same thing, fellas like to see their women masturbate.
Jeremy,
I
you
mean,
like
that's
your man
me,
when
of course,
he
that's what
masturbates?
y'all just-
Okay, so why?
Did you say?
So y'all, that should be part of
I don't want
y'all
to sit and
routine.
watch no male.
I don't
like,
wanna see
play
him
with his snake.
masturbate.
Like I don't want to see that because
You don't even masturbate, so apparently you don't want to see nobody.
Hey, did
I don't
Ashley,
care.
talk
No,
about
see, I
Ashley.
don't care if he
Ashley.
masturbates on his own, but
Ashley.
he don't need to masturbate in front of me.
You remember that time when Jimmy got
That's
touched
what
and
I'm
Mama
saying.
told us
Trying
to
to
sit down?
save face.
Me so.
Goddamn lie.
I'm saying that's not
What?
what.
Me
That's
so.
not.
You
It's
think
not
it's
that's
a
not
lie
what.
that
Dang
women
right.
don't want to see? I can
Right.
tell
It's
you
more
this:
of a, I'm gonna be honest,
circumcised
more
or
of a
not, a
uncomfortable
penis is
feeling
never attractive looking.
than it
You
is
know
to
what?
see a
Yes, see,
female.
My
That's
dick
fine.
is huge.
Toya,
I got a pretty
circumcised or not,
Oh, we was
penises
talking
are
about that earlier.
Y'all
What?
talking
We was
for
talking-
yourself. too.
penises
were
are
talking
not.
about
You a
those
goddamn lie.
They're
My
Ladies,
dick
if you're in the
is huge.
audience, ladies, if you like seeing penis, please chime in.
No, there's a
If you
difference.
like
said
looking
nothing
no,
about
no.
seeing a
If you
penis.
like
It's-
looking
No.
at a penis,
No,
if you
not
think
about-
a penis is attractive,
That's not
It's
what we're
not
saying.
that.
We're
That's what
saying
she just
about
said.
a male.
No,
I
they're
won't
ugly.
want to sit in front of my man and watch.
okay,
him
that's what
do
you
that.
said. That's what
She
you
said
said.
the
I
same
said it
But
thing.
Now, I'm saying that's
he
what
might
y'all
can
and
slap you with
I
every now and
like
again.
to see a
guarantee you.
penis.
Like if he
Okay.
can
I
slap you every now and
guarantee you
again
it's a whole
with
bunch of
his
shows.
Miss
Not
Olivia,
forget that
can you
slap me
please
on
say
the
whether or
motherfucking
not
dick,
you
like,
like
quit
to
playing with me
see
right
your
now.
man masturbate in front of you? Can you say
Yes,
that?
Miss
Can you-
Olivia, do
can
you
you
like to see your man
comment,
masturbate?
please?
How old is this? Olivia, nigga?
Who
I thought
cares?
something-
Oh,
Olivia.
Olivia.
Don't she look like an old live?
Okay.
I just feel like that's one of those different men love to
Different
see a
strokes
woman.
for different
Yeah,
folks.
no, it's just one of
No,
those
I
men.
feel like
It
it
ain't
probably
just
is.
It's just like a man coming in and seeing two
just
females.
men.
Oh yeah, oh yes, two females.
And
Oh
trust,
yes,
it ain't
she's
so.
clever.
There's females out here online always asking to see people.
I
Let
would
me
say-
see. Let me see your stroke.
It's
I
a
would
difference
say
between
at
you
least-
looking at a dick. Yeah, I can look
They
at
asked
things.
they asked for videos. They
I would
asked for
say-
See,
videos.
I'm not that female. If I got a dick pic,
We just
like
said it
back
was you.
before I
You
was
weren't.
married, if I got a dick pic, I was not that person that enjoyed the dick pic.
I
I'm
look
like,
at a
why
dick
the
pic.
fuck are you
Hey,
sending
I
me
mean,
a
that's
dick
nice.
pic?
Dick.
I
All
mean,
right,
so-
it hangs.
a lot
I
of
did
people-
go to a party full of
But
people.
I'm not finna sit
Jeremy
there.
had told me one time that he
Oh.
likes to collect dick pics and send them to different
Whoa,
bitches.
whoa, whoa.
Okay, wait. So
I was like,
Olivia
what?
chimed in. We got another female voice. She said, "Yes, I enjoy watching some."
That's Olivia. That's not another
Bless
female
you,
voice.
Olivia. Hey,
Olivia's
there's
not a female.
another
I
video.
mean,
of
I
me.
mean, you said another female voice. That's the same. No.
I mean,
that's-
no, but I
Always
mean,
Olivia.
I asked for her to chime in because we had our own voices
Olivia.
and we needed. Oh,
Olivia,
To chime
don't
in.
make me don't make me FedEx.
Dre
this dick.
trying to talk.
Ooh,
Dre, what
Olivia,
was you
about
saying?
to get the dick.
Dre,
You're
what
gonna
did
have
you
to
say?
slide
One
the
day,
belly
2
to the
days.
side.
Ain't that my shit come
Wait,
outside the
hold
baby.
on, Dre. What were you saying?
I was just going to say, I would say at well over half of the females that I've dealt with,
Like to watch.
like to watch,
Thank
like,
you.
and
Thank
like
you.
for me to watch.
Same here.
I didn't say
It's
nothing
more
about
common-
like for you to watch.
It's
I'm
more
saying
No, I feel
Either or.
it. Is it more common for females
too controlling.
to be cool with males watching versus
It's about the
males?
same. I'm
You
sure.
think so?
I know so.
Maybe I'm just
Well,
sheltered.
You
are sheltered.
Or
you can't. If
Yeah,
I come
over
around
I
and
need
you
to
do
step
that to
outside
warm
the
yourself
box.
up as a
Because you over there
kickstart,
making outfits
that's
and
different. But
stuff.
I'm not gonna sit there and just
Nigga,
look
what
at it.
outfit
Yeah, stuck it there with it.
That's
shit
you.
don't-
What?
Because
I'm
you
telling
too
you,
No,
it's
we're
plenty
talking
of
about
too
too
busy.
busy. Saying like
When
y'all,
you-
I said no.
Be
it's
fiddling
with
with
the
the
stick.
with the pedal. That's the
art
pedal.
versus you sitting here and just enjoying or getting off watching it. I don't. It's just,
Y'all watch
And like I said, that's just you.
Okay, so personally, then I don't think that penises are attractive looking. I
Who was you
think they're
talking?
all
You was talking
ugly.
in general?
now they got some pretty ones out there. I disagree with you on that.
Really, I
They
ain't
got
seen-
some smooth ones and they.
pretty mother.
but I still think they're ugly.
This nigga always watching me.
So-
Listen.
So why wouldn't? So
Just
why
talking
wouldn't you?
about you, Juan Carlos?
Jeremy
I'm
talking about
just
they
saying.
show do.
I have.
Why would I want to watch it? 'Cause
I have an
it's not
attractive
something I wanna
penis.
Look at.
You
Maybe
think
you ain't
so?
made a nigga to do it.
How many penises have you saw that you can gauge whether or not yours is attractive?
He's gay.
I watch porn.
That's what we're talking about.
You're gay?
No.
Oh.
This you
I
got all
was gonna
serious.
ask, no, I was gonna ask some real
Gonna say,
questions.
girl.
I say, so what do you think about the
So-
big mushrooms?
How you feel about that?
So my thing is, what if a male, you're with a male,
Uh,
and
Oh,
he
sorry.
like to do
you talking to me or are you talking
I
to
just hope
He like
that's
doing what? Masturbating
No,
or
I'm gonna
watching
agree.
you? What is
Yeah,
what is
yeah,
it
yeah.
like saying? What is
Say either or. Let's say you were dating someone,
Uh-huh.
and that's what they enjoy.
masturbating?
Yeah, with you in front of you. So you would get down with them. But
Okay,
based
so
on-
like
let me-
how
let me
just
finish.
like how
Let me
me
finish.
said
Let me
on the
finish.
side of it. Oh wait, let me finish.
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Based on the way you feel for that person. Because I would assume that when you have sex, you're
Yeah,
trying to
try to
please
do
each
that.
other, right?
Right.
So if you're trying to please each other, maybe that's one. You've never been in tune with somebody to do that.
Coming
No.
home.
Here's my thing.
Olivia said yes, she enjoys watching sometimes.
You late.
What? We didn't read
Let's
that
show
20
how
minutes
Olivia-
ago. Where you
Four
been?
comments ahead of you.
Right.
Olivia,
Now,
you
like
make
I
a
was
good wife
saying-
one day.
Like how Meso sit on the side of me. Okay, if that's what he
Macy
chooses.
did.
Meso, Maceo. What did you say your name was?
I'm gonna do my thing.
Laverne.
And like if he was sitting on the side of me, doing so just off of, because he get enjoyment of sitting next to me doing that, okay.
But
But I'm gonna be looking at TV.
No.
no. What if he
We're talking-
requested that you masturbate?
No, we're talking about having.
Oh, I get with it.
I'm talking about
Leave it
having a
alone.
session.
Oh wait, that's true.
I'm talking about
Yeah,
having.
that's a whole other subject.
I'm talking about having a true session, and that is part of the session.
Well, y'all
I mean,
touching
you
later
can.
on, right?
As long as
no,
you
we're
in
not
tune
talking
with
about
it.
you, Ken. We talk about you.
Hold on, you touching
Would
later
I be
on,
able to
right?
do it?
Wait, who
I
touching what?
can do it, but have I done it? No.
Done
Okay.
what?
But would I be considerate to doing something of that nature? Yeah, if I was in tune with that person.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's.
Because I'm too busy worried about getting mine off.
Write that down.
You know, it's stupid.
Take notes, nigga. Take notes.
I knew it was a setup. I shouldn't even answer that. That's why I said I'm just asking you.
So she said,
hypothetically.
she said I could.
Just hypothetically speaking, girl. What's
Now this nigga trying to life Jennings. Hypothetically, of course.
He could even read.
Oops.
I don't know.
Neither can he. He keeps telling me to read everything.
Read this for suckers.
Ain't
See?
it, nigga?
Oh my God.
Fuck that. Fuck the public school education. Remedial
It's
class
it's
right here. Now.
overrated.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Marshall got mad as soon as she said he can masturbate. I be like,
Marshall done
oh,
got quiet.
He
Hold
over
on,
there
nigga.
pouting.
Yeah, he's in the I can't jack off to
Marshall?
you, bitch.
Hold on. Marshall said I need to come to hug you. I need to spoon you.
Oh.
I'm very
Again?
into
Again?
myself.
Again? Oh, Toya.
I'm
Did
very,
you watch last
I'm
show?
very into
No, I only watched
myself.
some of it when they
So
called
we
me.
discussed how
I'm ignoring it.
I spooned Marshall when he was in the
Do the
bed.
noise. Do the noise.
He said, wait. He did this way though. He said,
I did.
What the fuck?
Because when she came up behind me, she was like,
I did not. I got
What's the mama,
a witness.
And what's
He
the
said
mama
he
on
did.
Fresh
I
Prince?
have a witness.
He said, but you was rubbing his
I did not rub his
Right.
nipples.
With
I
the
just
dark
came up
skin
behind him.
Uh-huh.
That's
And I
what
rubbed-
Probably brushed
She
with
is
I
still
rubbed
mama
against
because
his
right,
booty. He
thank
said,
Thank
and he pushed his booty
Thank
out
you, Mama.
you
further.
remember the show? Yeah.
Now, granted,
Jeremy
this is
acted like
almost
the
10
dark
years
skin
ago.
mama off of Fresh Prince that got fired.
Huh?
You know
The
the
dark
one that,
skin mama for Fresh Prince.
you know,
Oh,
the
when I
Aunt
Jeremy.
Viv, nigga, Aunt Viv.
Yeah.
I'm in.
And Viv, the dark skin when they got fired. They won't let me on the
You
show.
go, nigga, you
He said
go.
he gonna get his lights. So we gotta bring flashlights.
So now we gonna call.
Flashlights.
So now we gonna call him Vivi
Flashlights.
Tommy.
How he
You
gonna
ain't
get
got
him?
no
He ain't got
job,
no
Tommy.
keys to get in this
He ain't
motherfucker.
got gas to get. He ain't got no job.
Oh, please, someone.
Go ahead,
please
file it
call
for,
911.
Okay, I had a question that was
The food
asked to me.
stamps.
This is the
Let's
last
hear
one,
it.
which was,
What's wrong with food stamps?
so if you had, what?
He said, "Oh, food stamps. Like that was a bad thing, nigga. What?
Who the fuck talking about food stamps?
That's a
He
keep
just did.
Don't get socked in your chin on live.
Ain't
Exactly,
nothing wrong
nigga.
with-
He's
ain't nothing
surrounded.
wrong
I
with
didn't say nothing wrong, but I'm trying to figure out what
Ain't nothing wrong with. I was talking about.
He wish he had some motherfucking food
Talking about
stamps.
Ain't nothing wrong with food
He
stamps.
said
for
dead
pocket
air. He said that here.
Better than
Anyway, the question was this.
He better.
So let's say you were with, let's say like you had a spouse and y'all had a child together. But when you got with this person, they had like 2 kids or a kid before you, right?
Right.
And when, whatever, 1 or 2, whatever. Use your imagination. But you guys break up and you send money for Christmas just for your kid. And they use your money for all 3
Just
kids.
split it.
Bitch, you better take this shit back.
Would that be something that you would find offensive?
Hell
Or,
yeah.
would you feel
Go find that
maybe
other
say
nigga that
something?
you let nut in you
I
and
know.
have you. And
I feel like if you send money for just your kid, then you feel like you should only be taking care of your
Yes, I
kid.
do.
That's your kid.
Yes.
But I have a friend who took care of not only his kid, but the one that his ex was pregnant with before they were together. No, he has.
But that was
kid
before
now.
So
they
where's
had a
that
child
daddy at?
themselves. So
Where's
it's
that
kind of like it was
That
his
kid
kid anyway.
doesn't know his father, but he raised that kid as his own. And when they split up, the mama tried to hit him for child support for the kid that he knew wasn't his. She was
That's
pregnant
because
with
she
that
was
child,
pregnant with him when she got with him. So
But
therefore
he
he
didn't.
still stuck around.
but he didn't sign the birth certificate.
But he still stuck around.
He was there, yes,
And
that's
he
true.
took care of it.
But since he tried to hit him for child support for that child, he fought her for custody and won.
Ooh.
Be petty.
Ooh.
Stay
Like
real, my
him.
friends.
for the motherfucker that he got a custody.
He
of
won
the kid
custody of
that
a
he never had.
child that
of a
was
kid
not
that wasn't
his
his.
because she
Y'all
was hitting him.
changed
she
the
went-
topics 50 million times.
But it works, my
You
nigga.
still on jacking off behind the toilet?
No,
Uh-oh.
she just changed the topic here.
I did. That was me.
Right. You just said the topic. Right. So finish with it.
I
Keep
did.
talking.
Y'all didn't, you didn't hear?
He's saying, what would you
Y'all
do?
just changed the topic.
No, we did. We still
No,
on the same
it's the
topic.
same
Change
topic.
This
It's
motherfucker-
just,
No, that has nothing to do with.
Right.
It
has
does.
That's not the same.
Something
That's
drunk
not
or
the
something.
same
if you
situation.
spend money for your
Hold on.
child,
That's not the same situation she just explained. You just explained that the dude was sending money for his child, right?
Correct.
She was spending it on all their kids. You're explaining the situation that he
The
wanted to do
opposite.
that. He's not saying that he wanted to do that.
Right.
He wants his child taken care of,
but
right?
we on the same.
But
would you
he-
be mad? It was my question. Would
He shouldn't get mad. He shouldn't get mad because that's a mother. She's gonna take care of all her kids. What he need to do is buy his child the stuff he wants, and then he don't got to worry about that situation instead of
Do you
sending
feel like
the
that's
money.
petty?
What?
It's
Nope.
whatever. How is
Nope.
it?
No,
Whatever
but
works.
she
Nope.
said it was you took care of that child before y'all split up.
I can't answer
what I
for
said
another
was,
man.
what
Before.
I said was,
Ah, shit changed.
with a person who had 2 children
Right.
prior to you guys getting together and having the
I
third.
understand.
You guys split, and that person
Right.
takes care of that younger child or sends money
His
for
child.
Christmas for his child. and that mother takes that money for his child,
Right.
and splits it amongst, say, so those three.
She's a mother. She's gonna do
That's
true.
natural.
Would you be mad?
Hell,
at that type of
motherfucker,
situation?
yeah.
Would you say something
Hell
about
yeah.
that type of
And
situation?
that's why
but I
just
think
say
you have
he
to
Did you
can't
get them
say-
Jordans?
he can't-
I sent you the
he
money.
shouldn't
We still have a
say
good point. You
anything.
don't say nothing.
He
You
should
just buy
buy
it for
his
your kid.
child the stuff.
Now, what if
If you're working, because a mother's gonna take care of all her kids.
what if this bitch split up the
Equally.
toys?
What?
What?
Then that's
But
it.
that's
You
the
buy
same
your
thing as
own
buying.
child.
That's
Yeah.
the same thing as
Buy it.
buying your
Like she
kid.
split up the toys and the
That
gifts.
you
So
like.
Can't
Like if
be
you
mad
bring
about it.
all
I
the
mean, you
gifts.
can.
Wait, hold on. Are
You
saying
can,
like,
but if
wait,
you
hold on,
are,
hold
then
on,
you
hold on.
keep it in
Like
your
I'm
Are
bringing
you
the gifts
saying
for my
you bring the
kids.
gifts
And
for
this
your
bitch
kid and she
split them up,
splits
put
them?
new names on.
Now,
No, or you say this is for everybody.
That'll get your ass. No.
No, you can't do that.
You can't, but some others will.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be a dirty bitch. I done bought you Nikes and shit because your
No.
brother can sell them
I'm
too.
saying something like a gaming system.
A gaming system, they're going to share. They're all going to
That's
want to play
exactly what I'm
together. That's
saying.
different.
That's different. But you're saying shoes. I'm saying
That's
a
why I
gaming
would only
system.
get one controller.
You try. All you got is $59.99. You're so
That's
trifling.
petty.
Are
Petty
you
ain't
And
shut
all
up.
one player
The kids
game.
didn't
Hey,
Why
welcome
can't
to the Petty Nation
Yeah,
show.
she gonna say that's petty. Like, what the fuck am I?
If you haven't been here,
It depends on too how they broke up too.
Hey,
If he
nigga,
broke
look at-
up, like
Yeah,
he
one
broke
player
up.
and
game.
then
and
I think
he
it
feel
also
hurt.
depends on the relationship he had with the children that
That's
she
my
had.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't like
That's
these little
what I was
motherfuckers
getting at before you
before I
said I
left.
was on the wrong topic.
Well, no, because you was explaining how the dude, your guy,
But I'm saying it
wanted
depends
to
on
do
the
all that.
relationship that the male has with the children that she had prior.
I bet you would knock your hand off your shoulder.
Especially with
What shoulder?
especially with him being like she was pregnant when he was with the child
Right.
when they got
Did you
together.
fart?
So yeah, that's
Oh, yeah,
he's
he
gonna
already
have
had
a
an
much
attachment.
he's gonna have a much deeper attachment.
Right. Because you.
What do you
Hey,
think,
Well,
Dre?
that's different
Wait,
than-
we didn't hear Dre.
Yeah,
What
let's
do you
hear
think?
Dre's.
If a
Dre don't even know what
Jay,
topic we're on.
if a bitch,
Dre high.
you bought your kids some clothes or some shoes and some toys and shit, this place split them
No,
up
she
between
said
the kids.
send money. She said
Or you
send
send
money.
money
You
and
send money for Christmas. They break up. She has 2 kids before you guys get together. You guys get together. You have a third. You guys break up. You send money for your child for Christmas or holiday, whatever, and she takes that money and splits it up amongst the 3 of them. Would you be upset? Would you voice your opinion on that? How would you go about that situation? What would be your feelings?
you
I'll-
mad, huh?
I would be no.
Shit, this thing always trying to sound like he's responsible. Nigga,
No,
I know you.
no.
Because he
No,
likes
but
to
this
get
is
the
him.
draws. He make sure he gets it. He leave all after.
He said, Toya, what
I
you
tried.
want?
I told you.
I try.
We stupid.
I
Toya,
try to
what you want me to
control
say?
what I can control, and I don't try to control the things that I can't.
Toya,
So
what you
if
want me
I'm
to tell
giving them, I'm already in my mind. I'm already thinking, like he said. No, she's a mother. I ain't gonna.
If
She's
you
gonna
send
use
money,
it.
she gonna use it for the kids.
It ain't like she using it to go out to go on a vacation.
Oh, see, that's a whole other
Clubbing.
question. What if she used it on herself instead?
What do you mean on her? Wait. It
Exactly.
depends on what you mean on herself.
What if she used it to go get her hair, nails, and a new
Negligee.
outfit, getting ready for the weekend? What if she used it on herself
Arch
instead?
eyebrows.
You sent money.
Okay, now,
Boom.
Now.
That's a whole other question.
no, it's
Is
a
the kids
whole-
taken care of
now,
beforehand?
Exactly. If the kids are taken
No,
care of,
fuck that. I bought this shit for my kids. You ain't doing that no more. You did that 2 weeks ago about the kids. Take care of
because
the shit. You put
because
on the
indirect.
Okay,
If,
so
if
it
a
is
woman
then,
is taking
man.
care of her kids, no matter if you're giving her money to that one kid, it's going to
Uppercut me, I'm
indirectly.
uppercut
It's
your
gonna-
ass.
yeah,
Hold on, time out.
You don't have no kids.
Someone fuck that. I worked hard.
Flag on the
I
play.
worked hard to
Flag
give
on the play.
my son a Christmas gift.
A
That these
gift?
motherfuckers,
That's how you got
the
these petty
gifts. If
motherfucker
it's
a gift.
not, these motherfuckers gonna get a game console with player only
And he
games.
gonna share with his
nigga.
motherfucker siblings.
He
Just
ain't-
like you
Hell
have to share
no,
with
hell
yours,
no,
your
hell
game.
no.
Did you have your game console to
He
yourself?
gonna get yes.
By yourself.
My mama bought.
Look, when? Thank you, Ashley. Go ahead and blow that nigga shit out the
Yeah,
water.
us both.
Okay,
Okay.
then.
Man,
So
we
you
out
share,
here.
motherfucker.
Because I'm tired with this nigga before the egg, and this motherfucker came with me.
So
I
let
had
me
to-
tell you this. Let me tell you this. So, like when
Jeremy, is
Christmas
this nigga
came,
lying?
when Christmas came around,
You was only a kid, right?
when my little daughter, she had siblings. I'm not going to go to that house and show up
With
and
just her a gift.
just her a gift. I'm gonna give everybody.
They don't still got gifts.
It don't matter what
It
the
don't
price
matter.
is. It matters that you have something
But
wrapped for
the
these
thing
children.
is, why would I?
You're not
I'm
supposed to
thinking
buy
of
for
the
one
child.
if you're not going to buy
It's
for
not
all.
the kid's fault that y'all have
Exactly.
phones.
Exactly.
You don't
So
buy
my
for
kid-
one.
My
You don't
kid
buy
gonna
for
feel
one
special.
if you don't buy for
My
art.
kid
And your
gonna feel
kids
special,
still
You
though.
have your
special
kid
with
feel
Knowing
your
that
special.
their daddy
when you-
cares
You know
for
what?
No, but you have your kid feel special when you take your child and do shit on your
This
own.
nigga take care of everybody kids now, and they not even his
Man,
kids.
fuck the
You
fuck.
ain't even
Hold on,
done it.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
He
So you gonna put my
trying to
business
be
out
trying
there,
to be
Marshall?
petty.
He all
Right.
Nigga
talk.
love he
Marshall
always
Lawson, you gonna put my
talking
business out
shit.
there?
I got
talk.
1%. Toya, you going? Or
Marshall Lawson, you gonna put my business on the street?
I'm on.
okay, because I got 1%. My shit about
Where
to
you
die.
work?
I gotta get off.
I'm on.
And that's the end of the show.
This nigga always
is,
talking shit, and he loves kids.
Okay, so
Okay, so Jeremy won't be on this motherfucker ever again?
Quit announcing the nigga name. Fuck it.
Bitch ass nigga. Angry
well, I'll tell
block.
you about that word.
Okay.
So
anyway,
signing off.
Hey, what's
I
up?
think.
What's your? No, he-
Go
he
ahead.
ain't making nothing. It's his show. Don't be.
What was the
You know,
question?
free
What was the
feelings
question?
on the
No,
belly.
And I'm gonna say what I'm supposed to feel.
What was the
We don't
question?
get to think.
You talking about bitch move over, Ashley. What was your question?
I was just gonna say, yo,
Oh,
go
yeah.
without speech.
You got the music?
Hold on, wait before you do that.
What?
What was you finna say?
No, he
I
was.
done forgot. the
Original music?
Go, but
Oh, you know the one we
You
had
said
last
Aretha.
Aretha.
What was it?
The going out music. You got some music?
The original music or YouTube shit?
We
Nigga,
don't
whatever.
own the rights.
Whatever you decide.
Pick a song.
We don't own the rights to
Oh yeah, see, boom. You lying again, nigga.
Everybody worried about him. He mad because he ain't on the show no more.
I'm
Because he
living my
lost.
best life.
9-0.
I ain't
You
going
listen to
back
What
and
he
forth.
say?
Nah, cause I know all kids, man. Ain't no
Living my
parents
best
buying us no
life.
motherfucker. Once you got 4,
I
5.
ain't going
You
back.
got
Fuck
motherfuckers.
you,
Y'all gonna look at that
How
shit.
he gonna say that he got something singular as a twin?
No, not even just that. Any parent
You
that got
didn't
more
get
than one
shit on your
motherfucking
own.
kid,
You
y'all
had
gonna
your
share that
birthdays.
game.
You had
Period.
your own cake. You had your
I'm
own.
lying.
Are we
We all
still on the
bad.
air?
How you get home?
You didn't have your own.
How you get home?
Something.
Wrap that shit up, B.
I bet you
Wrap that shit up, B.
All right, motherfuckers. Niggas and niggers.
Whoa.
Nigga, he got scared of the nigga part. Anyway, thank you for
I
watching
just
the
told
Petty
y'all that's our
Nation.
light-skinned nigga over here.
Who?
Don't fuck
Oh,
with
the
me. He
little
good.
Jorge over
He got
there.
a ghetto pass with me.
Hey, you supposed to bring the churros for us.
What churro? Somebody tell me about no churro. Get out my motherfucking screen, bruh. Your eyeballs are milk.
Bruh,
Niggas didn't quit this.
bruh.
Y'all group, go ahead and sing something.
Y'all say, y'all say.
Come on, man. Let's close out. Wrap this shit up.
And in closing,
And in closing,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, thank y'all for watching us and for tuning in. Even the haters, you know, we ain't successful unless we have haters. We have one hater in the group, so you know we doing some. We gonna keep this hater access.
cheers.
In real life,
Start cooking pork chop,
bitch ass.
Cheers.
Nigga. Yeah,
Oh, y'all
can't
cooking.
make no goddamn ribs. Nigga.
Can I
You
get
talking
cheers
about,
from
you
the
talking
one
about
person?
nigga? Let's make a pork butt later and see how that goes. Nigga, you got it
Wait.
right.
Pork roast.
Jeremy, you can
Hey,
only
y'all
do
about
hot
Good
dogs and
tacos.
hamburgers.
And then cut the dick. He gonna burn the shit out of them motherfuckers.
I think he's a sausage lover.
What the fuck is this?
hateful
Is
hate.
this BB King?
This is sausage lover music. This for him. This your last
Y'all
going
hear
out
some music?
song.
I don't hear nothing.
Hey, oh y'all heard nigga that
You don't
nigga
hear
died,
it?
right?
Here, you want to hear it?
That white dude
Oh, I
died.
heard. Y'all gave me the janky ass ear.
Oh,
Hey, that's
The
you.
rapper.
Yeah, the rapper, he died of overdose. What the fuck? is
Jorge Lacrosse.
That's slow, Marshall.
Martinez Diego.
That's slow.
that? Oh, is this Parliament?
Is this Paramount?
Oh, this is somebody, one of his artists. I'm talking shit about him.
I can't hear you.
This is one of your
Are we
artists?
No, hell no. I wish.
Who is this?
Bernie Worrell.
I don't know who
Have
that
us know
is.
she out on the Doom shirt.
You
This
know who?
nigga went non-stop, huh? This nigga
Yeah,
got
this nigga's a
50
hater.